guys, welcome. Hope everyone had a great trading day today. Welcome, guys, welcome. We did have some buying in the markets today, so let's take a look. All right, so the Dow, guys, Dow was up 300 points up on the Dow. We do have some green candles coming in on two of the indexes. All right, so that's really encouraging. So we can start buying now slowly, though, guys, slowly getting into this market. All right. So the Dow was up 300 points. S&P was up 32. NASDAQ was up. Nice up there on the NASDAQ, 95. And then the Russell was up. We do have green candles. Look at there. We are breaking through that resistance. All right. Green candles are coming in right here. You guys can see that there. We'll take a look at the big picture. You'll see it more clearly there. But green candle there on the S&P. Also on the NASDAQ, right? So on the NASDAQ, we also breaking that resistance. Not in a big way yet, but green candle right here on the NASDAQ. All right, we'd like to see more green candles come in. Get up in this area here, break resistance, right? Further up that resistance, get a buy signal, and then hopefully keep moving higher. So that is encouraging. Finally got some green candles coming in there. Okay, on the Dow, no green candles yet. We do have white candles. All right, so that's good. We'll take that. On the IWM, white candles here, and we have, hey Joe, welcome back, Joe, welcome back. All right, VIX, guys, red candles coming in here, right? Red candles on the VIX. We are 24 on the VIX. That is good. All right. We've moved it again to the daily time frame. We need to see that VIX keep coming down, right? Which means lower volatility. That's good for equities. The low here is at 13. All right. But we needed to break 20. 20 is right. Yeah. Welcome back, Joe. Welcome. Hope you had a great trip. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, VIX 24. We need that to come down. More of the sectors here, guys, are moving higher here, almost half there. All right. So as we move higher, hopefully we continue to move higher. We'll see more buying in the sectors there. Currently in the futures market, all right, dollars holding right at $99 right here. It's up currently. E-minis, equities, futures, equity futures, kind of mixed right now. Okay. All right. So just be aware of that. Sectors, again, we have more sectors coming in here. VIX, big picture on the VIX, guys, monthly time frame, big pullback, right? Look at that. That's amazing pullback, right? Went from 60 all the way down to 24. That's really good for the VIX. Okay, Magnificent Seven stocks, guys, are looking good. Tesla, buyers are coming in. Green candles here. We just need a buy signal. That should come in any day now. All right, so markdown, accumulation, breaking resistance. We just need a buy signal here. That should come in similar to the previous buy signal here. So Tesla looks good at 293. Right here, again, 3 days of buying here. We just need our buy signal to come in there. Also, Microsoft, guys, look here. Green candles coming in here. We need to break through that resistance here. We'll get a buy signal. So you guys see that, right? All right, buyers are coming in, slowly coming in there. Apple, no green candles yet, but it's setting up. A break of this resistance here will bring some green candles. Meta, Facebook, a little off, right? So it's off that resistance a bit here, okay? But that should come in fairly soon here, all right? Hey, Nancy, welcome, Nancy, welcome. Oh, you're still holding pound CAD and pound New Zealand. Good job, proud of you. Keep it up, keep it up. Hold it all the way to the end, right? Don't get out prematurely. All the way to the end. Good job. Amazon, guys, same thing here. All right. So right at that resistance, we just need some green candles. Break through that resistance. We'll get a buy signal similar to the previous buy signal here. All right. So remember, we don't buy the lows here. All right. So because it can keep moving lower, we need to break through that resistance, get some green candles, buyers, and then I'll look to enter. Okay. All righty. All right, Google, same thing here, guys. We just need some green candles. Buy signal came in right here before. All right, that buy signal should come in right about here. If we can get buyers to coming in, we need some green candles there. On NVIDIA, same thing here. All right, need to break through that resistance, get some green candles, and then get a buy signal. Hopefully, a buy signal doesn't come in like the high buy signal here. Hopefully, it comes in somewhere in this area here. The MAGs, right? The Magnificent 7 ETF. Guess what? Look at that. All right. We're using it now to track the MAG 7 stocks. And we've got a green candle that came in today. That's encouraging for the Magnificent 7 stocks. Okay. So I know we're, hey, Anthony, welcome, Anthony, welcome. I know we're in, coming into seasonality, right? Sell in May and go away. But we've had some selling already, guys. So I'm not saying that might not happen, but we could move higher, right? We could move higher and then come on back down. Just follow the price action, all right? If seasonality lines up, great. If not, that's okay. We just follow the price action, okay? All right, so that's it for the MAG 7. The best one is Tesla, and Tesla should get a buy signal soon, guys. Look at that. Great setup there, right? Perfect setup. Again, that buy signal should come in right like this one here. So somewhere in here, we should get that buy signal, okay? All righty. The Dow on the daily time frame. Dow on the daily time frame. All right, we've brought in our V here. All right, so we're looking for a V-shaped recovery. All right, you guys have probably heard that before. A V-shaped recovery after the correction is what we're looking for, right? So we've got our V here, markdown phase, right? We're moving higher now. We need to break the resistance here and get a buy signal, get some green candles, and that buy signal will come in right about here on the Dow, right? So Dow daily time frame here. All right. And guys, this is so far. That's a nice move higher here from the lows. Okay. All right. Dow weekly, that weekly is fine, right? Right. Holding that upward trend line on the weekly time frame here, here, and here. Moving up there on the monthly time frame. Nice recovery there on the month. On the Dow, the S&P, guys, look at the S&P. Green candles here. All right, look at that. Perfect V here. Green candles moving higher here. Again, waiting for a buy signal S&P on the daily. Weekly time frame here. All right. It's a little different. Let me fix this here. All right. I was looking for something different here. On the weekly time frame, we are bouncing off that trend line perfectly, guys. All right. So here, 2020, all through here, bounce off that trend line. Here we are, bounce off that trend line. White candle here on the week. Look at that. A white candle on the week. On the week, look at that. Right. White candle coming here. So this market, all right, really recovering, okay? Still not totally out, right? Out of the woods yet, but recovering. Monthly time frame here on the S&P, big recovery here on the month. NASDAQ daily, look here, guys. NASDAQ, we're noticing some tech stocks coming in in Stock Boss and Bullmaster. We'll take a look at those. We'll spend some time. What time is it? Yeah, we'll spend some time. We'll go through these quickly. All right, take a look at stocks this evening. So NASDAQ, green candle here, guys. Look at that. So a lot of times we think we're missing out, right? Because we're not getting the very bottom, all right? But from here to here, guys, that's not a big move. If we can move higher, and then we'll start getting in. But if we can get a buy signal somewhere in here, right? Buy signal here, right? That's risky down there because it could have gone lower, right? But even, even right here, that's great, all right? And we've reduced the risk. All right. NASDAQ on the weekly time frame, right? We have a nice channel going here, right? Held the trend line here, moving higher, Let's see if we can move even higher there. Weekly and big recovery on the NAS on the monthly. Russell, same thing here. Here is your perfect V, right? We're looking for a V-shaped recovery. V-shaped recovery. We did sell off. We did have a correction, not a crash, but we did correct significantly, okay? 25, 30%, I think on NASDAQ, I think it was almost 30%. So Russell, white candles coming in here. We break through that resistance there. We could get a buy signal probably somewhere right up in this area here. Start heading higher. Would be great to see the Russell really take off. That will help small caps. Weekly time frame, trade off the low there. And look at a beautiful recovery. Look at that on the Russell. All right, I believe this candle was a red candle for the month. This is a monthly time frame. Red candle, and it pulled all the way back up right above that trend line here with a white candle here. So it should close for the month with a white candle there. Okay, Bitcoin also has a buy signal. Look at Bitcoin's buy signal here. Bitcoin has a buy signal, came in the other day at 94,000. All right, the previous buy signal, guys, were all the way back in October of last year. That was your Christmas rally here. So buy signal here, and it's looking pretty good. All right, just holding here. If it breaks through, this is how close we are to the all-time highs on Bitcoin, which is 107, I believe. Yes, 107. So if it breaks that, guys, Bitcoin could really have another leg higher. That will help your cryptocurrencies, right? They will follow Bitcoin's lead. Gold, a pullback a bit, but still holding firm here. Silver, nothing with silver, guys. Be careful trading silver, okay? Lots of consolidation in here, and look at here. All right, lots of consolidation. To really see silver move, we got to break through that resistance here. We do have a buy signal, but red candle here. All right, so nothing here for right now. Crude oil, keep an eye on crude oil, guys. It's back at 60. All right, if it breaks through that support right here, moves lower, that will be a concern. It did get all the way down here to 54, pull back right above that support area here. So it's holding for now, but it's right at $60. Okay, so keep an eye on it. All right. Bonds getting a lift right here. Look at bonds. All right, so nice day for bonds. All right, looks like it's moving with the market. Okay, so that's encouraging. That's encouraging. All right, so it's at 90. If we can break through that resistance here, get another buy signal, start testing the highs here. We have a lot of resistance up in this area here. All right, we'll see low rates. Okay, so as bonds move higher here, all right, the TLT here, as it moves higher, we'll see bond rates, right? Rates move lower here. So that's very encouraging. We've gotten off the support of the lows here, and we're now moving higher. Nice big green candle here. Dollar, we talked about the dollar, right? Breaking through that support. And then yen, pound yen. Pound yen was moving up nicely. A bit of consolidation right here. We'll take a look at the yen pairs long, okay? All righty. So we're moving fast. I want to get through these fast so we can take a look at equities this evening, okay? All righty. All right, current positions. All right, current positions. No, we do not have any trades on the 60-minute time frame. We've had a lot of consolidation on the 60-minute time frame. Looks like it might start to pick up a bit. Just hold on here. All right, so monster scalper, guys, I think we had about these many right here that were consolidating. Everything else was in red. All right, so it's starting to pick up a bit, but just be careful trading on the 60-minute in monster scalper. Okay, the 240, much better trading. Okay, not perfect, but much better. Be careful with the 60-minute. We've tried the 60 for some time now. Okay, all right. All right, Smith, is that Smith? Okay, welcome. All right, guys. Okay, so current positions in Monster Scalper on the 240 long. So 240 long, let's take a look at those. And we've got quite a bit here. So 240 long, let's go through these trades. All right, pound SGD. So GBP SGD, buy signal here, holding firm for now. All right, right at that resistance level. Okay, choppy, but keeps moving higher. Okay, so pound SGD. Okay, pound Swiss. All right, pound Swiss, buy signal here on a break of resistance, holding firm. Nancy, which one do you have? You said pound. Pound CAD and pound New Zealand. All right. Pound Swiss, buy signal here, holding firm. All right. Pound CAD. So we did pound CAD is here. Buy signal here. Red candles here. We should be out of pound CAD on the 240. Okay. If you want to now on the pound CAD on the 240. If you wanted to take a trade after here, right? After here, after the selling here, right? Sell red candles, we should be out. If you want to get back in, have to get back in on the break of this resistance here. Keep in mind, we have a lot of resistance up here, guys, on pound CAD. Very choppy, okay? So if you're in pound CAD, Nancy, be careful, okay? Pound CAD on the 240 here. If it breaks through that resistance, good. Otherwise, very tough resistance here. All right, this is where sellers came in before. Here, 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 and here. All right, even here. So very tough resistance here, pound CAD. All right, pound New Zealand. All right, much better trading there. Let's draw it out. All right, good markdown phase. Looks much better there. All right, so markdown phase here. All right, that's your selling markup phase. All right, buy signal here on a break of this resistance. And then we have a descent target here. All right, so markdown accumulation, buy signal, markup phase. So we're moving higher now. And target, let's give this a high target. Okay, all the way up here. Okay, then closer target would be right here. Good candles, all green candles here, moving up nicely. All right, so Nancy, good job. Pound New Zealand, good job there. New Zealand dollar. All right, that one closed, guys. Not a bad trade here. Buy signal here. Red candle, broke support, white arrow. We should be out. Okay, so New Zealand dollar closed that trade, please. All right, New Zealand CAD. Let's take a look here. All right, New Zealand CAD. All right, descent trade, buy signal here, guys. Again, broke support, red candle, purple support and resistance, white arrow. All right, so everything is telling us to get out, close the trade. So New Zealand CAD, close the trade, please. And a lot of resistance. Look here, a lot of resistance up here. Okay, so no surprise. All right, we should be out. Don't wait for this to happen there. Okay, New Zealand CAD. All right, Aussie Swiss. Aussie Swiss buy signal here, guys. Broke support, red candle, failed to get above that resistance. So bought here, sold here. Right, white candle, white arrow, white candle, broke support, close the trade here. Aussie Swiss. All right, now we've got some yen pairs on the 240 long. Let's take a look here. All right, so New Zealand yen. All right, this is too bad. We're hoping that pound yen and yen pairs kept moving higher and go with the market. New Zealand yen. Buy signal here, sell signal, broke support, white arrow, red candles coming in there. Close the trade, please. That was a high buy signal there. Euro yen. All right, buy signal here, red candle, sell signal, close the trade. All righty. Very choppy for the yen pairs. That's too bad. CAD yen, guys, buy signal here. Red candle. Close the trade. CAD yen. ZAR yen. Buy signal here. Holding for now. Keep an eye on it. If the other pairs are closing, this one might close too. All right. Pound yen. Pound yen is holding firm for now. Buy signal here. All green candles. All right. We'd like to see pound yen breakthrough resistance right here. All right. Break through that resistance, keep moving higher, and then test the highs up here. Aussie yen. All right. Buy signal here. Broke support. Red candle, close the trade. Okay. We want to get out early. Take a quick loss. We don't want large losses like this. Okay. And these yen pairs will move quickly. Dollar yen, buy signal here, red candle, close the trade. So I have no idea what these yen pairs are going to do now, right? They should be moving with the market, with equities. All right, SGD JPY, SGD JPY, buy signal here, red candle, close the trade. Forex has been tough. HKD JPY, buy signal here, red candle, close the trade. Okay. All right. So pound pairs are holding up fairly well, but these yen pairs, be careful with those. Okay. No shorts on the 60 or the 240. We do have trades in equities, Stock Boss, and Bull Master. Let's take a look here. Hey, Simon. Simon got his Stock Boss installed today. All right. So just in time, because stocks are moving again. Stocks are moving again. All right, so let's see what we've got in Stock Boss here. Stock Boss, okay? These are on the daily time frame. Small caps, Russell is moving. So these are small cap stocks, okay? All right, AMLX, all right, buy signal here. This is not a perfect trade setup, so just be careful with this one here. We're looking for just a pure breakout. We do have a fairly decent markdown phase. I can't draw all of these guys lines here. That'll take all evening, so the difficult ones we'll try to draw out. All right, broke resistance, moving higher here. AMLX. All right, FIT struggling a bit. Good markdown phase. All right, buy signal here. We just need to pull back up there, and we have resistance right here. Okay, so buy signal here. This one here, we're looking for a big move, guys. Hopefully, we'll get it. On the monthly time frame, this stock fell from $120, and it's trading at 117. Okay, so we're looking for, all right, if buyers can get a hold of it, right, we want it to keep moving higher. Okay, that's FATE, PLX. All right, buy signal here, holding nicely above resistance here. And then here is your markup. That's reaccumulation, right? You guys know this, reaccumulation. First trade, bought here, sold here. And then current trade is right here. Broke resistance, all green candles, held up pretty nicely there, okay? This trade here was $1.17, closed at 232. So what's that, 100 points there? All right. Let's see here. PLX. And then the next one here, SVRA, markdown. Now we had some red candles, but we broke through that resistance, so you can We can add it there, mark up. All right, breaking resistance here, buy signal, red candles, got back in right here, looks good. Target somewhere up in that area there, okay? So it's that stock boss. Let's take a look at Bull Master here, Bull Master. And we'll definitely look to add, we were looking at basic materials and healthcare. This evening, we'll look at everything, okay? All righty. All right, so AEM, basic material, buy signal here, holding for now. AU, right, buy signal, holding, all green candles. GFI, guys, that pull back, really keep an eye on this one. That's not holding well, right? Gap down, just holding right in here. All right, we've got to refill, right? Refill that gap here and then move higher. But that's when this happens, that's not good there. Keep an eye on it. Still holding its buy signal there. All right, KGC holding nicely there. NEM holding. RGLD, that's gold. That's holding there nicely there. Not sure what gold will do if the market really starts to move higher. All right, that might put some pressure on gold. Okay, so WPM holding from there. ADMA. Who's traded this? I think one of our traders traded this. All right, markdown phase. Oh, hold on. I don't need that. All right, buy signal here, moving up nicely there. All right, a little tricky trade here. Lots of gaps, right? So be careful with this one. Fairly decent resistance. All right, buy signal here, but we're coming in here. All right, I think we'll have more opportunities, better opportunities than this. So I would leave this alone. All right. SLNO, buy signal here, gapped up. And the beauty of this trade here, lots of consolidation here, but it's a reaccumulation, right? And look here, it is spotty, but it did a nice break, got past all of that consolidation, gapped up, and it is holding the gap, right? Well, it filled it, right? It filled it. That's what we want. Filled it nicely, and now it's moving up there, okay? LNO. Okay, TMDX, and that's healthcare. Descent markdown phase, buy signal. We are breaking out here. Okay, I can't help but bring in these lines. It's just a habit. All right, makes it look so much better. All right, buy signal, breaking resistance. Target on this one here would probably be first target right about here if the market holds, okay? All right. We did call a trade, a long trade. We did post it in the school community on the US 30. We did call the NAS, I think, was it yesterday? So the US 30, guys, we did call a buy signal here. Okay, buy signal. We call that today. We are breaking out. This on the 60-minute time frame. And then on the NAS, which one did we call? Did we call this one? I think this one here. This buy, I'm not sure. I think it was this one, this buy signal, or this one. I'm not sure. Okay. But this one here, I know we called this one today. Buy signal here on the US 30 right here. Okay. Equities. Let's go through stocks. Okay. We're going to spend some time And we've got 30 minutes, so good. Okay, we're going to go through this quickly, guys. Let's run Stock Boss. So we have 84, right? 84, guys, 84, right? We were down all the way down to what? Less than 10, right? So we have 84. So they're definitely coming in, right? So our Stock Boss traders, Bull Master traders, get ready. We have a lot of tech. So a lot of technology stocks. Lots of healthcare stocks. Okay, so tech, healthcare, but we'll go through all of them, right? So we're just looking for the best price action. Okay, in Stock Boss, we want this. We'll take the reaccumulation trades, but ideally we want trades that are coming out of that markdown phase, right? Where they've been sold off. Right, markdown, accumulation, breaking resistance with a buy signal, and at a minimum, we want buyers on the weekly. All right, so we want at a minimum white candle, right? White candle or green candle. If we got a red candle on the weekly, we'll pass on it. Now we've moved the time frame from on Stock Boss from a 60-minute, right? So now that things are moving again, we've got to open up that time frame. Okay, so we've moved it from 60-minute to a daily time frame. Okay, let's go through it. So we're going to do both Stock Boss and Bull Master. We'll go through these quickly here. They're setting up nicely. No buy signals yet. See this one here? No buy signal, but that's setting up nicely there. White candles on the weekly there. So our Stock Boss traders, right? Even if we don't call a buy signal with these, put them on your radar, right? Right? You see mark up, mark down, accumulation, white candles coming in, get a green candles in here. We're going to get a buy signal just like here. So but make sure you have at least at a minimum white candles, at least one white candle there on the weekly. Okay, these are tech setting up nicely there. Still early now. So these are the type of setups we want in Stock Boss. Coming out of that markdown phase, this is a great setup here. White candles here on the weekly, green candles here, right? We just need a buy signal. Wait on your buy signal with your system. RZLV, we got a buy signal, still red candles on the weekly there. All right. EOSE, long, well, it's just Stock Boss. All right, so lots of buying on the weekly. You guys can see that they're good buying on the weekly there. All right, that's reaccumulation. So here's your markup phase here. We're breaking resistance here. All right, buy signal here, we're breaking resistance. Okay, so bought here, sold here, bought here, sold here, bought here, sold here. You guys can see we're in the markup phase. Okay, reaccumulation here. EOSE. So that's the first one in Stock Boss. Let's keep going here. That's setting up. That's setting up. That one is gone. Good trade going there. Good trade. That's choppy there. This is tech. All right, fairly decent markdown phase here. All right, we're breaking through that resistance here. That's reaccumulation. We have white candles there on the weekly time frame here. All right, let's bring this in here. So that's reaccumulation. Frame your trades. All right, buy signal here. If you want to wait for it to get past resistance right here, that's fine. We'll call it. NRDY. Guys, and just remember, that's in stock boss. We are slowly, right, slowly breaking out. First day for green candles, so trade accordingly. All right, good trade going there. These are services. So we've gone through tech. Early buy signal here, red candles on the weekly. These are healthcare. All right, healthcare, PLX, we're in PLX. Good trade there. This is still good. So our stock boss traders, right? All right, if you're trading on that daily time frame, weekly looks good here. A nice breakout here. Buy signal came in at 267, trading at 296. All right. Healthcare. All right. Are we in this one here? We in RGLD. This is RGLS. Okay, that's gone. Good trade there. Healthcare. Oh, too choppy. Lots of consolidation there. STIM, wait for it, right? That's reaccumulation, great trading, good, lots of good buying here on the weekly, right? Bought here, sold here, great markup phase, right? Just needs to wait, forming a nice cup and handle there. All right, so just wait for a buy signal there. All right, we'll pass. All right, SAN in Stock Boss, SAN in Stock Boss. Choppy in here, right? Low volume in here, but weekly looks good, right? Really good candles there on the week. We're breaking out. That's reaccumulation. Spotty, but that's fine here. And breaking resistance here, buy signal here, SAN. So how many we said, what, 84 in Stock Boss? Not bad. That's a lot, guys, in Stock Boss. Curious to see how many in Bullmaster. Keep an eye on ACRH. Buyers are on the weekly, right? We should get previous trade did well, right? We could get a buy signal, right around that area here. Be careful with these spikes. All right, so that's it for Stock Boss. So we've got three: EO, EOSE, NRDY, and SAN. Okay, but guys, that's a lot. So that's 84. Did we say 83 in stock boss. That's a lot. Okay. So they're definitely coming in. Bull Master, let's take a look. Let's run it. 107, guys. 107 in Bull Master. That's a lot. That's good. All right, let's see here. So we've got, what are they buying? So healthcare. They're buying more of tech. Okay, but we'll go through all of them. And we're doing good on time. All right. These are large caps, okay? So NAS and S&P. All right, we'll pass on that. All right, CMP. Let's take a look at the weekly here. All right, on the weekly, look at this. All right, look at that. That's why we keep looking. So this stock, guys, fell from, let's see, let's bring in the monthly here. So it fell from about 96, let's call it $100. And we're getting a buy signal. A buy signal came in. Look at that. Look at that. So good markdown phase here. It's on the daily. So good markdown phase right here. And then we break in resistance here. So it fell from $100. That buy signal came in right at 12.08, trading at 13.26. All right, it's got to get past resistance here, which it is breaking out here. And the next resistance is about up here. All right, so not a great risk reward. So up here would be about 100%. All right. But that's fine for Bull Master. Okay. A little different than Stock Boss. Let's see here. So CMP. All right, CMP in Stock Boss. And again, green candle right here on the weekly. Here's your trade right here. So CMP in Bull Master. Not Stock Boss, Bull Master. RKLB in Bull Master. You guys can see this buy-in here on the daily. Reaccumulation trade, buy signal here, bought here, sold here, resistance here. We'll call this your markdown, right? Or pullback, breaking resistance, buy signal here. RKLB here. Same thing here, almost similar. AXON, Bull Master. Again, buyers on the weekly, right? Buy signal here, breaking out. Previous trade did well. This one failed, but we're breaking out here. AXON. All right, weekly looks good. All right, lots of buying on the weekly here. Buyers are coming back in, reaccumulation here. On the weekly, we got a white candle. All right, nice pullback, breaking resistance, buy signal there. EME. You only need to find a couple, guys. And that's in Bull Master there. Same thing, GEV in Bull Master. Okay, lots of buying on the weekly, breaking resistance, buy signal there. So Bull Master is setting up nicely. STRL, Bull Master. Now again, still early. That one is gone. But if this market really takes off, these stocks will take off. What's that? HII? I believe that's HII. Is that an I? Yes, HII. In Bull Master. Okay, buyers are here. Buyers are coming in here. You guys can see that, right? PWR. PWR. They're really getting in nicely there. And a lot of the Bull Master, we want to see these reaccumulation trades, okay? So on the weekly time frame here, for that pullback, let's see here. All right, good sell in here. Buy signal, we're breaking through that resistance. So AON, Bull Master. Okay. ROAD, that's got a purple support and resistance. We're going to try. It's got a good setup there. Buyers are on the weekly. ROAD there. ROAD. Tesla. All right. Tesla is in Bull Master. Check it out. All right. So Tesla, guys, breaking resistance here. We talked about Tesla. We're just waiting for a buy signal here. I got white candles on the weekly. That's all we need. Okay. So BIRK in Bull Master here. PAGS, buy signal came in at right at $8.90. Let's call it $9 right here. Trading at 10.03, so it's still good, still in play. PAGS, all right, Bull Master. PAGS, all right. This looks like it's got a good markdown phase too. Yeah, fairly decent. ROOT, nothing here. All right, MRX. Look at MRX, guys, in Bull Master. There, look at that trade. A buy signal on the weekly. Lots of buying on the weekly with a buy signal. Look at that. Buy signal. Look at that price action. Last week and this week. Good price action there. And priced well for Bull Master. All right, on the daily time frame, it's reaccumulation, right? Reaccumulation here. All right, so bought here, sold here, and here is your markup. So these types of trades here in Bull Master is really what we like to see. And what that tells us is that it held all through that correction. It held up, guys. It held up nicely. All right, and they're taking it up again. Buy signal here. Look at that price action. All right, so all of that selling, it held. All right, it held really, really good. MRX. So MRX there. Look at that. That's no good. All right, SEZL in Bull Master. All right, guys, we have reaccumulation on the weekly, right? So lots of buying here. That buy signal on the weekly came in at $5 and change. Sell signal on the weekly came in at 33. Not that we would buy it on the weekly, but look here, guys. Last 3 weeks, buyers been coming back in. So weekly looks good. It did made a high here at 78. Okay. We do have purpose support and resistance, but we're moving higher. Okay. So on the daily time frame, all right, been trading well, right? Reaccumulation trades found really good support here. All right, so reaccumulation found really good support. Okay, with all of that selling, it held. Okay, and now it's breaking higher, getting ready to break to that resistance here. Good resistance here. Right, this one here failed. Let's hope this one breaks through and move higher. So SEZL in Bull Master. Okay. What time is it? We've got time here. All right, nothing here. WGS in Bull Master. I'm surprised how many we got in Bull Master. Good buying here on the weekly, guys. Right, breaking resistance, buy signal here, reaccumulation. Great trading here. Great trading here. All right, on WIGS. So we're Bull Master traders, right? Pay attention. All right, GH in Bull Master. All right, good buying here on the weekly with a buy signal, breaking resistance here, a bit choppy. All right, so be aware of that. Okay, but breaking resistance, reaccumulation buy signal here. GPCR. Bull Master. All right. Now we're hoping that this market really continues to move high. Okay. All right. Continue that V-shaped recovery. All right. Buy signal here. White candle here on the weekly. RVMD in Bull Master. All right, white candle there on the weekly there. All right, buy signal here, good markdown phase. Now, again, we like those types of trades in stock boss. We'll take them with Bull Master, but we really want those reaccumulation trades. All right, so we want real confirmation that the institutions are in. Not based on fundamentals, just technical analysis here. AMDA, we're in that one already, right? Yes, we're in that already. Oh, don't chase those. RSI, we've traded, I think we traded RSI here. So we'll trade it again. We'll call it RSI in Bull Master there. All right, SFM in Bull Master. Okay, look at the buy-in. All right, so our Bull Master traders, as we're going through these trades, find the best ones. Okay, you only have limited amount of capital, right? So just find the best one. This is no guarantee here. All right, but look at that, guys. That's the weekly. Look at that. And then on the daily here, previous trades did really well, right? Right? Right. So bought here, sold here, bought here, sold here. And it's breaking resistance here. Reaccumulation, nice buy signal. It's cleared that resistance area. Right? Buy signal here. Right? And held through all that correction, it held. Okay, buy signal, it's breaking out now. And again, look at the weekly here. All right, keep an eye on your weekly time frame. So SFM. All right, Kavana. Oh. It is still choppy. All right, LRN in Bullmaster. Buyers are on the weekly, breaking through that resistance. Traded well before. All right, buy signal here, breaking out reaccumulation trade. Okay. We're almost done here. I think that's gone there. Netflix for sure. NFLX in Bullmaster. I am surprised how many we've got. Lots of buying here, guys, on the weekly time frame. Look at that. Breaking resistance there on the weekly. Right? Reaccumulation right here. Buy signal. Nice breakout here for Netflix. MSTR. Are we in MSTR? I know we've traded this before. So MSTR in Bullmaster. All right, buyers here on the weekly. Look at that, breaking resistance here, buy signal here. Don't you love your systems? All right. All right, another one, KTOS, buy signal here on the break of resistance. Right here, guys, look at that buying here. Nice V here. Buyers are on the weekly here. So KTOS, Bullmaster. All right, it pays to wait. Now we can get back in this market. Slowly. That's gone. PLTR, we in PLTR, right? PLTR, Palantir. We're not. Okay, we're going to call it PLTR. All right, so good buying here on the weekly. Buy signal here. Broke resistance. All right, Palantir. PL. That's AI, right? PLTR. Bullmaster. Guys, I wasn't expecting this many. Good setup there. We need buyers on the weekly, though. Still red candles on the weekly. That could bring down that buy signal there. GRND. All right, lots of good buying there on the weekly. Buy signal came in at right at 19 and change, turn at 21. I know it looks like it's gone a bit there, but that's not too far for Bullmaster. GRND in Bullmaster, okay? All right. Just a few more. And we're right on time. Keep an eye on Hood. We traded Hood before, Robin Hood. All right. DRS in Bullmaster. Okay. Let's see here. So good buying here, guys. Breaking resistance on the weekly. And here we are, buy signal here, looking to break through that resistance. Just make sure it gets past that resistance here, okay? But looks good to break. We'll see. CR, all right. See, that's a good stuff. CR, well, CRWD. I know it's got good fundamentals here. CRWD in bull master there. All right, buyers are on the weekly here. We are breaking out reaccumulation. Buy signal here. We are breaking out there. That is a tech. All right, this one is breaking out. Tricky trade. We're looking for a break, get past all of these resistance here. Okay, this is a bit tricky here because it failed. Look here, it failed here, failed here. It is breaking out here, and we do have a buy signal on the weekly, but a lot of consolidation, right? All through here on the weekly, all through here. We'll call it, but you can use this as a test trade. Okay. That's gone there. If the markets hold, guys, most of these stocks will be gone. AVPT. Bullmaster, AVPT. Buyers are on the weekly here. Good pullback, buy signal. Let's go. That's gone. That looks like a new IPO. Huh. Good buying here, guys, but very choppy. Look at that. Very choppy in here. That's utilities. That's probably why. Okay, so we're done. So great opportunity. Lots of stocks in Bullmaster, guys. All right, so 3 in Stock Boss. Probably about 30 in Bullmaster. So again, how many was that? 107 in Bullmaster and Stock Boss. 83, did we say? So they're moving. They're back in. So we'll pay attention to what's it? Tuesday. So we need to pay attention to here. All right. So we need green candles to come in here on the Dow on the daily here. All right, so we need green candles on the Dow. On the S&P, we got a green candle, right? We need some more green candles and then a buy signal like here. All right, and guys, that will really help. NASDAQ, same thing here. All right, we have a green candle. We need some more green candles and a buy signal. Buy signal might come in somewhere in here, okay? And we're looking to keep going higher. As this market improves, you'll see traders really try to jump in, okay? All right, it's not, and that VIX will come down. On the Russell, Russell looks good, small caps, okay? So that will help Stock Boss. Okay, we get a green candle here, buy signal, and hopefully it's not as choppy as this. We can finally get some good price action in the Russell. Okay, so lots of information. Stocks are moving again. All right, so stocks are moving again. Bull master or monster scalper traders, be careful. Okay, the pound pairs, that's the best trade right now. Okay, be careful shorting. All right, especially the dollar. That dollar short hasn't really worked out. Okay, so um, some consolidation with forex, so just be careful there. Okay, all right, guys. I'll see everyone tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Wednesday. So Q&A tomorrow. I'll see you guys. Thanks for coming. Okay.